What's going on?
What up, fam?
Hey, it's your boys. Them boys are back.
We them ones.
We the
We them
ones.
ones.
Yes, but not the bloodline. It's your boys. We back in the building. It's your boys with that heavyweight commentary. Yeah, the heavyweights. Ooh.
I'm gonna go for super heavyweight.
I think you can go for super heavyweight, my guy. But yeah, the heavyweight commentary is in the building. It's official. We live. And we talking rumors and predictions. Man, I got to get my notes, man. Let me get my notes real quick.
What did you do with your notes?
Yo, I got to get my notes off camera. All right, it's official. Okay. I got the notepad.
How y'all like the new studio?
Yeah, you know how we doing. Hey, we switching it up. Let us know how you like backdrops, different things we're doing.
We're like the Jeffersons. We're moving on up.
Moving on up to the side. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure we get right, man. Get with these notes, brother. Cause got some stuff to talk about, man. Got some stuff to talk about. So
Cool.
First things first. Oh, what you got? What you got? Go ahead.
No. I was. If you were gonna take a while, I was gonna bring something up. But let's go to your notes.
Hey, I got you. So first things first, we talking about WWE. LA Knight. Yeah.
That's my dog, man.
Facts. So
I feel sorry for him. He's a man from a different time.
Bro, and that's exactly what it's all about, dude. So Conan on one of my favorite podcasts, Keeping It 100. I don't know if you listen to Keeping It 100.
Nope.
But
I'm gonna start.
It's Conan, Disco Inferno, and they've got
Disco Inferno.
Yes. So, dude, these guys are hilarious. But one thing that's cool is that they are in the business, seasoned vets, and interestingly enough, Conan is speaking from a perspective from a booker. He's booked in AAA, Mexico. He's done a whole lot of booking. He's worked for everybody. And so he has a lot of good perspective. One of his biggest things was WWE and LA Knight. He's kind of concerned that there's no push for a guy like LA Knight, and it doesn't make much sense. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, yo, what's up with that? Like, why are we not pushing a guy who has everything? He's a body guy. He's a great talker. He's got it all. Why are they dropping the ball with LA Knight?
He's fire on the stick for sure. So you are personifying your question is exactly what I said. He's a man. He's a man from the wrong time.
Facts. Let me get you in there.
Hey.
Yeah, let me get you in the shot.
We need a wide angle view from.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, there's big boys up in here. We gonna get right. There we go.
What I mean by he's a man from a different time is if you think back to like the Austin Rock era, my man would have been a superstar. There would have been hands down, he would have been the top guy.
Facts.
But now he's in the age where you have these super guys like Roman, and that's not who he is.
Yeah.
And he doesn't fit the category of what they look for as a champion now. So unfortunately, he doesn't get the push that he deserves because, my man is fire. My man said, I could whoop you and your partner with anybody in the back. I'll take anybody in the back. And he brought out Rick Boogs. And brought out Rick Boogs.
Boogs!
My man ate the gym, bro.
Dude, Rick Boogs
he got so swole.
Is a problem.
Yeah, he taking one too many provitamins.
Yeah, sure. Man. I think one of the main issues we have with LA Knight and not getting booked, I would agree with you. He's a throwback to a different era. I think WWE oftentimes, and this is on their creative, on their writers, oftentimes they get so caught up in who they think is not gonna blow that it doesn't matter what you do. You almost have to like defy all logic. Like with Daniel Bryan, they just knew that Daniel Bryan was never gonna be the man. He was never gonna be a main eventer. Everybody had in their mind they wouldn't push him.
Correct.
Even so much so they pushed Blue Tista over Daniel Bryan. We know how that happened a few years ago, and they just had it in their mind that this guy was not the guy. And even so much when they did a storyline with Stephanie McMahon, he's a B+ player, you know, and there's a lot of truth to that. you know? And it was like, why will you not just trust the fans and trust that a guy is over? Because he's over.
Yeah. Real talk. I mean, I was watching this the other day. It was crazy debuts in the WWE, and it reminded me of someone, of a tag team.
Yeah.
That was white hot.
Yeah.
And they came to the WWE, and they did the same thing that they just like decided that they weren't going to be the group, and they didn't book them, and then they pitted them against each other and separated them. But I'm talking about Enzo and Cass. I mean, how over were they when they came to the WWE from NXT?
Dude.
So here's fun facts. I was at that Raw live.
Yeah.
And if you go back, I happen to be wearing this shirt. You can see me in the stands if you know where to look.
Yeah.
But I was on the path where the wrestlers walk out. I was about 2 people in.
Yeah.
But I was there, and when you talk about pops, you have your big pops, like when Triple H came back from injury.
Yeah.
That was a massive pop. When that song hit for Enzo and Cass, oh my goodness.
I know, I was screaming at home.
I thought the roof of the building was going to fly off.
I never forget, I was screaming at home, and the people who I was with, my in-laws, whatnot, they didn't really know Enzo and Cass like that.
Right.
And it was like, yo. Hey, it's your boy Dustin Johnson. That's Big Money Kenny.
Oh, hey, what's up, Dustin?
Yeah.
That's my boy from Arizona.
Hey, shout out to Dustin.
AZ in the house.
AZ represent. Amen. Yeah, I love it.
But it goes along the same line. They get these people that, like you said, they have to create their own heat or push themselves, regardless of what WWE wants to do.
Facts.
Another guy in that line. He goes by Miro now, formerly Rusev.
I can't get it, bro.
Rusev Day was so over. Like, the dude was the hottest thing going, and they just...
I can't wrap my head around that. And I know that Chris Jericho has said it. A few others have said it. They have said time and time again that WWE does not like anybody getting over without the office.
Correct.
If you get your own press, your own promo, everything that you do for yourself. Zack Ryder is a perfect example.
I was about to bring him up.
Yes, my man, Long Island IZ. And really what's funny is Cody Rhodes might be the best guy ever to get himself over and stay over with the same gimmick that he made all himself.
Yeah.
I didn't think that Cody Rhodes... I thought, honestly, that he would come back as Cody Rhodes. Maybe not American Nightmare, Dashing... Not even Dashing Cody Rhodes. Just Cody Rhodes, blank slate.
Stardust.
Yeah, I thought... I didn't think it would be Stardust, but who knows?
Yeah.
With WWE, I think that, they're big on nostalgia and going backwards. So I just thought it was interesting that he could really do that. And I feel like if you do more of that, fans will love it. Like, this guy's the hottest thing going right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Did you see what happened to him Monday?
I did.
I feel kind of a way because my favorite wrestler of all time is Dusty Rhodes.
Facts.
So I feel emotional attachment.
Facts.
And I was like, dang, dude. Like, you're just going to maul my man? And he just, ooh. It looked like somebody picking on, like a grown man picking on a 5th grader. He just, like, threw him all over, did whatever he wants.
Bro. So, kind of switching gears on that, so talking about Cody Rhodes, do you feel like this story that they're doing with Cody and trying to tell this story, that they're really going to have enough room to tell it or be able to tell it well if they keep trying to make him look so disadvantaged?
I think, again, I'm going to refer back to comments that Paul Heyman said, this is about the long game. You're going to tune into pay-per-views or premium live events, excuse me. Let's use the
premium live events.
But if you're going to tune in to premium live events to hope that he wins to get over and to follow to see if he can get to the pinnacle again to face Roman Reigns. And in the long run, in the meantime, they have to side quest Roman like they're doing with the tag belts. They have to give him things to keep him at the level that he's at so that when him and Cody do come back together to meet, it's a viable opponent for Cody. It's sad that we're talking about Roman that way, but that's how over Cody is right now.
All facts. They're saying we're going to feed this heel to the biggest baby face we got.
Yep. So
I can get with it. I can get with it. Legit. Okay, switching gears again. Let's go ahead and shift it. This is you gotta get ready for this one.
I'm slightly nervous.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
So, a lot of rumors around is CM Punk actually returning for AEW Collision, or as some are suggesting, has CM Punk rejected the idea of returning, and maybe in favor of a WWE return. Thoughts on CM Punk return to AEW.
From a fan perspective,
let's go.
As much as I liked him in WWE, I hope he doesn't.
Oh, come on, bro. You gotta unpack that.
The position that he took and the way that the backstage problems that he caused and the things that he started behind the scenes, it's kind of like that person at work that causes more problems than they do good for the company. Eventually, you just got to say, all right, this is probably not the best fit for us and you. We wish you well in your future endeavors. You know, at one point, we've all heard that speech before.
Facts.
This is probably not the best partnership. Go ahead and seek other employment elsewhere. Again, I loved him at the end. He was great in WWE. He's old now.
Dang,
he's
bro.
Old. I mean, you gotta. I should join the WWE. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, Dustin. At that again, I'm too old now. I'm too beat up. I'm too big. I like double cheeseburgers and pizzas too much for that.
I feel you on that, brother. Hey, listen, the other night I had a triple.
What?
It was a triple kind of night, dog.
Where'd you go?
I got Wendy's.
Nice. The Dave's Triple.
Bro, Dave's Triple, arguably to me, is one of the best burgers out. I mean, even compared to I love Five Guys.
Oh,
but but Five Guys can get expensive.
Ooh, yeah.
If I just want to go with a good, solid burger, not too hard in the pocket, Wendy's is it.
I feel you.
Legit. Okay. All right. You got us.
You way to side quest us there, Dustin.
Facts.
Dustin's a good dude, by the way.
Legit, that's what's up.
He keeps calling me Master Doctor because he knows that, for those of you who don't know, both of us have master's degrees in theology and divinity.
Yep.
I am currently working towards my doctorate in that level as
well.
So my friend Dustin, who is commenting on here, is calling me Master Doctor for that reason. So that's why he's putting that.
Facts. Hey.
Great guy, Dustin. I love you. All right, back to the show.
Bro, when you get your doctorate, just so you know, you gotta change your name. We'll change both our names to Doctor. You can't call us nothing else. It's gonna be Doctor.
Yeah. If I get my doctorate, you're gonna call me Doctor. Bro. I don't even care if you call me Dr. Jerkface. You're gonna call me Doctor.
Facts.
I'm not answering you if you don't say Doctor.
Mama
first.
Calling me Doctor.
Correct. Facts.
But
CM Punk, good riddance. Dude, as much as I love him, and again, I love the nostalgia of him, there's way more guys that are on the undercard that can take that place and run with it that I would love to see develop. Guys like Jay White, who is a legit Bullet Club member.
Yo, anything Bullet Club,
I'm down like four flat tires.
Bro, it is too, you already know, too sweet. Too sweet.
Yeah, so again, kindly step aside and let some of the younger guys have the spotlight, because if you remember, that's the same thing he built his platform on when he was younger coming up. Let someone else have a chance other than these old dinosaurs that you have hanging around. That's the same things he said. Dude, get out of the way.
I will say this, man. I will say this about CM Punk. I feel like, just like with Cody in WWE, CM Punk's story isn't finished. I think what we got with CM Punk, coming back to wrestling in general, which we never saw, was amazing. He obviously was the biggest money draw. It made sense to put the strap on him. I think AEW rushed it and put it on too soon. But I will say, I think CM Punk, obviously, there's nowhere else to go. He's got to be the top guy. Yeah. Having said that, I feel like there's still a story to be told, because they did it with the Elite. You know what I'm saying? They even came back to Carry On My Wayward Son. You know, they did the whole thing of, hey, we're back. We're we were gone. Is the Elite deleted, or is there more to it? So I feel like CM Punk needs a send-off. Even if he comes back to make this his last run, and they say, hey, listen, bro, we're only going to use you for one final program. I think if you put him in a solid program, I would choose a guy like Adam Cole, who arguably to me is like a younger, trendier CM Punk. You know,
I like him.
I could see Adam Cole putting him out.
Baby.
I could see if they could get past the bad blood and just do it professional. Bring him back and have him feud with Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
And then you got a built-in storyline.
The cleaner, that's one of the great things about Kenny Omega's. Dude can work with anybody.
Legit.
He can work with anybody and make it look like a legitimate match. He can cover, because the guy's just so freaking good.
Dude.
He is so good.
Bro, did you see, and this is wrong on so many levels, but Kenny Omega in Japan with the 9-year-old girl?
No.
Bro, we got to go back. We're going to have to review that on camera, because, like you said, he can make a match look good with anybody. Kenny Omega had this girl looking like a superstar, but he obviously taught her how to sell, because at one point you're like, Kenny killed that girl. It's an incredible match.
Dude, I'm like gonna go find it now.
Bro,
actually no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that, because I'm gonna wait for y'all.
Yes.
And we're gonna review it, and you're gonna see my natural born reaction to that, because now I'm intrigued.
Bro. You don't even know. No, you don't even know, bro. I think Japan. I think the girl was like a karate champ at her school or something. Like, I don't know, because she had some skills. She
had some skills, huh?
But
she was throwing them hands and feet at him.
She has some good feet, solid feet. But
all right, don't.
Okay, that's a wrap. But yeah. So
all I know is eventually we're on live, or we're gonna tape my reaction, but we're gonna watch that video and we'll post it on here for y'all.
Legit. All right. So that's CM Punk, AEW Collision. This is a sad tale, man. It really hurts.
Talk to me.
New Japan Pro Wrestling. The introduction of the NJPW Strong Women's title.
I know where you're going.
Yes. Mercedes Moné, Willow Nightingale. It has been strongly suggested, and basically it's well documented, that Mercedes Moné, they made a title for her, right? She's going to carry that belt. She's going to bring it into a whole new tradition, and she broke her ankle during the match, sadly. And Willow Nightingale wins the title. Your thoughts?
You know, it was one of those things where I caught the finish, and I was like, what? because I knew that. I believe that they built all this up to put Mercedes Moné over to carry that strap and create this strong women's division. And then she lost. And I'm like, what? What are we, WWE? Just randomly just throw a swerve in there for no reason? And then I saw the backstory that at some point during the match she broke her ankle. And you can see she fought pretty well with a broken foot, but you can see that at certain points she can't hide it.
Well, you can't stay off your feet. I mean, in wrestling, your footwork is everything.
Yeah. And she got spiked, and then she got up and moved a little bit, and then they hit her, and I was like, just end it. Like, put her out of her misery. As much as I want to see this go on because I love both competitors, the girl's hurt. Just end it. Yeah. Like Chris Jericho, shove the ref and say, count the finish. What are you, stupid? He's hurt. The girl's hurt, man. She's giving you all she's got. Just, help her out a little bit.
Yeah, it's rough for me, man, because nothing against Willow Nightingale. But to be the inaugural women's champion in New Japan Strong, I don't really see her being that. Now, I think she could be a great champion, a couple competitors down the line. Willow Nightingale, I think it's a great story to say, oh man, she's at a certain caliber to wrestle Mercedes Moné. But to be the champ, to put the strap on her,
I don't think they had a choice. I think it was on the fly.
They didn't. I'd love to see this qualification, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt. So, also in the world of wrestling injuries, Will Ospreay listen, if there were a perfect wrestler, dare I say, A1, exceptional, flawless, I might have to give it to Will Ospreay. I don't think I've ever seen anything Will Ospreay does that I didn't think was outstanding. Having said that, his shoulder is hurt.
That's been a problem for his career. Injuries.
Facts.
That's the only thing that if you wanted to put a check mark in the con category, if you're doing the pros and cons of Will Ospreay, the check mark in the con section is he gets hurt a lot.
Facts, yeah.
But so, look at what he does.
Yes.
So you can understand, wear and tear on a body will do that to you.
Oh, yes. And he's rumored to wrestle Lance Archer coming up next month. What we got?
Dustin's leaving.
Oh, you got to roll. Hey,
thanks for stopping by, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you,
Love
my guy.
You, man.
Yes, he's rumored he's going to, it's all but decided he's going to wrestle Lance Archer next month. And the winner of that will face Kenny Omega for the IWGP US Championship. So, prediction, who you got? Assuming either or. If Will Ospreay goes, will he be the new IWGP US Champion? Will Lance Archer move on? Your thoughts?
It's like betting against Jordan, man.
Yeah.
How do you bet against one of the greatest? I'm gonna go Will Ospreay, man.
Or does Kenny Omega retain?
I'm gonna go Will Ospreay, and I love Kenny Omega.
Woo! If there's anybody who I would not mind seeing, I'll say this: I don't want to see Lance Archer go over on Kenny Omega.
No,
I just don't want to see it. Nothing against Lance Archer is menacing. And I think he's got a great place in the biz. But I feel like he's one of those monster guys that doesn't need a title. Like right. Undertaker doesn't need a title.
Correct.
He really is that kind of menacing character. And give it all credibility to him. Like an Undertaker, a Kane. Not quite a Big Show, but he's up there with the big men. I would even compare him to Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, guys like that. I wouldn't put a strap on him.
Nah, just let him be a menace.
Exactly.
Just let him just roll people.
Yeah.
And then make your champion look strong.
100%. I would say Will Ospreay going over on Kenny Omega. If Ospreay hits something that's outrageous, you can tell a great story because Ospreay's got some offense that there's stuff that he does in every match that I've never seen in my life. So
I got to see him live too.
Whoa.
I seen some legit stuff, bro.
Whoa.
I saw him in Lakeland, Florida, and he was in an undercard, not the main event, but the co-main event, and the main event was the Hardys, and it was the night before they debuted on WrestleMania in Orlando.
That's insane.
And they ended the show by saying, "We got a autograph session in Orlando tomorrow."
That's right. That's right.
And they said, "Stay tuned." And then the music hit, and I was like, "Wow!"
Come on.
Yeah, it was legit. So
legit.
Sorry, side note, but yeah,
no, that's dope.
Will Ospreay was there, and it's as amazing in person as it is on TV.
Legit. So, getting into more of the Booker side of things, getting more into the management, those running the organizations. Mm-hmm. Eric Bischoff on his 83 Weeks podcast had some interesting things to say about Tony Khan and him making the decision to do a Saturday show. Eric Bischoff, and I quote, said, Tony Khan swore that he'd never make the mistakes WCW has made. And yet Tony Khan's making a mistake with this Saturday show like WCW did. And Eric Bischoff questions, does AEW really have the resources to put this show on? And is it really going to be helpful? What do you say?
So, this is really the, not first time, but it's still kind of new to me. So I'm going to ask some qualifying questions.
Yeah, legit.
Are they dropping a show for this?
Well, the word is that now I've heard conflicting reports
because they have the Friday nights one that is sometimes on, sometimes not, sometimes at this time, sometimes
competing on TNT with sporting events is what it is. Yeah.
Okay, so is this in trying to create a solid time other than the Friday night spot, and then they're still going to have the Wednesday night Dynamite?
So they're definitely gonna have Dynamite.
Okay.
Now I've heard reports that and I think it's all but decided that AEW Dark is done.
Okay.
So Collision will kind of absorb Dark.
Mm-hmm. This is going to be called Collision.
Collision, yeah. Okay. AEW Collision Saturday nights will absorb Dark and Dark Elevation, and basically become the AEW separate show. Now, I've also heard conflicting reports that Rampage could go away, but I don't think that's really truly decided. Okay. I think at this point we're gonna have Wednesday night Dynamite, AEW Rampage, and then Saturday Collision, and mainly it's because the Turner, broadcasting is loving what AEW is doing. They feel like the ratings are doing good. They want more wrestling programming. And they're trying to push for a new slot.
Gotcha.
And there we go.
So then my question is, are we going to see a roster split?
Now, that has also been rumored now.
So are they going to draft? Or are they just going to, kind of start off with people flowing from show to show until they decide, okay, you're a Saturday guy, you're a Wednesday guy, and then at what point do you decide which show is your flagship show?
Well, consider this, and I think that AEW is doing something strategic, which is kind of ironic. They're calling it Collision, but there's really no collision because
there is.
Well, check it out. It seems like they're putting their problem children on Collision. Because Miro and Thunder Rosa both went to Tony Khan's office, and they kind of did like a little segment of them walking to Tony Khan's office, closing the door, and Renee Paquette's like, yo, what's going on? And then Tony Khan announces Collision, and so it's been rumored that they're going to kind of put some of these other guys, and that they're going to make it CM Punk's show, basically.
Okay.
So your problem children go off to this show.
The Island of Irrelevancy?
It's yet to be seen.
Gotcha.
It's yet to be. And Andrade El Idolo is rumored to be on Collision. So you think about it, everybody who's had problems. Yeah. Miro, Thunder Rosa, Andrade, CM Punk, all problem children. it seems like it's kind of like, hey, we'll give y'all your own space because you're under contract and we want to retain you, but we can't have you mixing in.
Go do you, boo-boo, but do it over there.
Exactly.
You can have that little corner, that room over there. You do you, and we'll support you. But don't come over here and mess with the big kid table.
Exactly.
I got you.
So
I like it.
Hey, if it can work to bring up talent like Miro, I'm for it.
That's what I was gonna say. It gives somebody an opportunity to build their brand.
Facts.
And they may not have fit in the natural way that they were put in the main show. So let them go over there and find what works for them, because sometimes you need to be shunned, let's call it.
Yeah.
In order to figure out, hey, that wasn't working for me.
Yeah.
I got to fix something. I got to figure something out. Because how many times have you seen guys go away? Let's take the greatest example of all time. Rocky Maivia.
Yeah.
Go away and come back as a heel and become one of the greatest of all time.
Facts.
Because he went and figured out that, hey, smiling and eating your vitamins and drinking your milk ain't for me.
No.
That's for Hulk Hogan, but that ain't for me.
Facts.
I need to be the guy that talks junk on the stick, and that's who I am, and I'm gonna be have my big bravado about me.
Yes.
And that worked great for him. So why not give people an opportunity who are struggling to find their identity as a superstar or a pro wrestler, and let them work out stuff. Hey, develop a new moveset. Pick up something, for Miro, pick up a new moveset that brings excitement to your character.
Yes.
Come up with something to draw attention to yourself, so people are forced to say, hey, you know what? I heard some really cool stuff's going on over there. Let me go check that show out.
That's facts.
And don't look at it as for me, I would look at it as a challenge.
Yeah, of course.
Like, oh, okay, you're gonna stick me on this show with all the screw ups. I'm gonna show you, homie.
Facts.
I'm gonna show you, because I'm gonna make you respect me.
And I feel like what's happened is this. I feel like, honestly, AEW is overcrowded.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Tony Khan added all these wrestlers to his roster. To his credit, he's never run a wrestling company.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he added all these wrestlers to his roster to get a superstar jam-packed roster. But then it became fighting for TV time.
Yeah.
And I'll be perfectly honest. I don't want to see Eddie Kingston over Miro. No. I don't want to see some of these guys, whoever they think is deserving, over a guy that's established. At the end of the day, I don't know, bro. K-Dog, bro, at what point, I talk about this with the 4 pillars. At what point in the wrestling business did it become, well, I like that guy, he's a cool guy, he's my friend, we should give him, airtime. It was always, do you draw money? Can you talk? Can you wrestle?
It's about every 18 inches.
I'm saying.
How many butts can you put in the seats?
But that's why I'm like, when did it become the buddy club?
When you started making factions.
Oh.
When everything's about a faction, then if you're in with the cool kids, they're gonna pull weight rank for you.
So wait a second. Are you saying we could be seeing NWO 2.0?
I'm not saying it's an NWO 2.0 thing, but I'm saying if you're in with a good faction.
Because you remember WCW, now it's well documented. All these guys from WCW are saying the same thing. They're saying, hey, listen, everybody want to be down with the NWO because you got TV time, you got to ride with the big shots, you got to be you were guaranteed some money, so everybody want to be NWO.
Hey, I'd have wore a black and white shirt and stood on the side of the ring and made cake too, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I'd have been out there for life.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I would have been right there too.
Yes.
I do not blame any of them.
Yes.
The problem that happens with that is you have management has to be strong enough to corral it.
That's facts.
And unfortunately at that time, Eric Bischoff wasn't.
That's facts.
And it just went crazy.
Booty.
Hey,
what's going on?
What's up?
User 7873291. 198776. I want to give you a full shout out. Hey, man, get a username, man.
Yeah, for real. Dog.
Get a username, bro.
It takes like 2 seconds.
We love you, though. We love you.
Hey, Scott. Here we go.
Sky. Scott. What up, Sky?
For life. Hey, yo. Hey, Scott. Put your name in your username.
Hey,
bro.
Scott, don't greet me if you can't too sweet me. Woo! All right, legit. So, Dakota Kai, unfortunately, has suffered an injury as well. Man, dude. Yo, let me ask you this, because it seems to be so commonplace now. Do you believe that where wrestling has gone, and much to the chagrin of many veterans, where wrestling has gone is getting a little too hazardous the way these guys are working, or ladies for that matter?
The easy answer to that question is yes. It's a deeper philosophical discussion.
Oh, it should be. Was Detroit made? Legit.
So here's what I mean by that. If you look at wrestling now as opposed to wrestling 15 years ago, 10 years ago, there's a lot more of high spot.
Yeah.
Finish, kick out, finish.
Yeah.
Whereas when The Rock put the rock bottom on you,
you hit rock bottom. Your career was rock bottom.
It was over. When Hogan dropped the leg, it was over.
Go home, baby.
And so now you have these guys that are doing 540s off the top rope, and they're not getting the finish. And
Scott from Cali.
Oh, I know who it's talking about now. Yeah. What's up, big dog? That's my boy.
Scott from Cali. Nick says hi.
Nick was my roommate in college.
What?
And like one of my best friends was one of my groomsmen when I got married. And Scott and him are friends now.
What?
What's up, yo? Now I know who it is. Good seeing you, brother. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate you.
Much love, Scott.
This is my boy Brian. He's down like 4 flat tires.
You already know, baby.
But when you look at it, now you have like these guys, like it's finisher after soft finisher.
Yeah.
They're doing all these crazy moves constantly, and it takes a wear and tear. Now you're doing that 300 nights a year.
Yeah.
Whereas before, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, like you said, these veterans, they're doing a finisher a night, and that's it. There's a lot more storytelling involved with the build up. I was always a fan of the Ronnie Garvin Stomp.
Yeah, facts.
So there's not as much storytelling. It is just how crazy can I be in a match. Where as opposed, if you weren't as high spot all the time, what's your thoughts on AJ and Seth for the title? I'm glad you brought that up, brother.
Oh, we got to get there.
That is coming.
Yes.
That is coming.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think that's the reason why we're seeing more injuries. Now,
yeah,
I did like who they paired with Raquel Rodriguez.
Huh, do tell.
Because they had a match on Monday Night Raw, and she was by herself.
Yes.
And my girl Shotzi came out.
Shotzi and Raquel, huh?
Yeah. They worked well together.
But to me,
I mean, it's an easy.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it's take out part A and put in part B, and it works because you can kind of throw whoever you want with Raquel Rodriguez, really because until they let her develop into a mommy style character where she's dominant. As a face, she's dominant, but she hasn't got that standalone time yet. So for right now, they can just plug and play whoever they want. Typical women's division type.
Shotzi, man. You know what? For me, it's like this. There are certain talents. Mm-hmm. I don't know, but I feel like I have a sixth sense for certain talents who are gonna be like megastars, like just hot,
oh yeah, she's
hot. And I feel like Shotzi could get pushed to the moon because here's the thing, she's genuine. Mm-hmm. Now, Rhea Ripley, okay, I think she's embraced the whole nightmare thing. She's kind of donned that persona, love mommy. But if you look at Rhea Ripley years ago, that wasn't her. I feel like Shotzi's original. Shotzi, honestly, if anything, she reminds me of Paige when she was fresh. Mm-hmm. She has the look. She can work in the ring. Mm-hmm. But ultimately, it's about Shotzi looks like, yo, if you were to scrap with her, she probably go upside your head with a bottle. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like she jacked you up.
But that's why I say it's a good fit because they have this powerhouse.
Yeah.
And then you have this other person that can just throw. That can just bang.
You know what I think Shotzi really should be? I would argue that Shotzi should be either in the Judgment Day, which probably would compete with Mommy, so I don't know. But I feel like Shotzi could have been great for the OC. I feel like Shotzi needs to really enhance a talent because she alone is that persona. I could just see her building a faction or building a talent up where it's like, yeah, like that's pretty legit.
But that's what Raquel needs.
Well, you know what? When you put it that way, that's fair.
She needs that person to push her. Liv Morgan wasn't going to elevate Raquel. Raquel was going to drag Liv Morgan along with her.
That's fair.
That's why I say Shotzi gives her a bit of legitimacy because now she can fully step into the enforcer role. I mean, the girl comes out and flexes back. Looks like a sack of doorknobs.
Yo.
I was like, dang, girl.
Sack of doorknobs. I heard that one, dog. That's good.
I mean, there's muscles
I haven't
everywhere.
heard that one. What are you talking about?
He's still waiting on us to talk about Seth.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Wait.
Okay.
I'm bummed they didn't push the Good Brothers more in. Yeah, for sure.
100%, man. 100%.
Hey, Scott, dude, we said it earlier. You weren't on here. We're all Bullet Club. We're all in on Bullet Club. So I feel you, brother. I feel you.
Too sweet all day. Too sweet. So okay, Seth and AJ. Predictions. Let's go,
dude. I'm going Seth. As much as I love Bullet Club. But look at the body of work in the WWE.
I got you, man. I got you.
Seth has wore it on the chin for the last few years.
100%.
And still gotten over.
100%. My man says AJ all the way.
Because that's his boy. I know that.
I will have to agree with you.
I know that's your boy. And guess what? I still high-fived him and I still play poker with him. So nanny, boo-boo.
Yo, I would say, yeah. I mean, I did the TNA meet and greet back in the day with AJ, class act guy. It's funny because, like, I had to put the picture up, but me and AJ actually had almost the same outfit on.
Oh, nice.
Like, legit.
Yeah.
Jeans, everything. Like, and yo, I got mad love. Here's the thing. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. WWE is booking Seth Rollins to win this. Hands down. I don't care what we want.
Yeah. You asked me what my prediction was. You didn't ask me what I
Exactly. I know your prediction. I would agree with your prediction. I predict he's winning.
I want AJ to win.
Yeah.
I see them putting the strap on Seth Rollins because now you build the long game of Seth versus Roman too.
Yes. Now I will argue this. It could be that they book AJ, let him get it as a last hurrah.
And, the other thing you have to take into account, too, is Seth is now doing a movie. So he's doing something acting-wise, so he's going to be part-time for a while. So is that going to factor into the decision? I still think they're booking it for Seth to win. I'm Bullet Club all the way. I love AJ Styles. I just think that in the current path, it's going to be Seth. Roman is garbage. Dude, You're speaking to the choir on that one. He should have lost a long time ago.
Oh.
Hey, he'll tell you I have never been a Roman Reigns fan. We talk all the time, and I'm like, I'm starting to feel the character a little bit, but my man ain't won a match on his own in forever. I can't remember the last one that he's won by himself without interference from the bloodline. And I get it. I get it. It's the blueprint of Ric Flair from the 80s with the Four Horsemen. That's exactly what they're doing. Is they're doing the Four Horsemen all over again with Ric Flair and Barry Windham and Ole and Arn Anderson or Tully Blanchard. Just substitute the missing pieces as they came in and out.
Wow.
But that's the blueprint that they're using for Roman Reigns. Wow. You have this guy who is defeatable, but always seems to eke it out, and everyone loves to hate him.
You know what?
You didn't think about it that way,
did you? Really didn't. I didn't get Four Horsemen vibes because, honestly, the bloodline is fresh. I like the bloodline. I had been wanting to push for a Samoan faction for the longest time. Uh-huh. But when you put it that way, even with Paul Heyman kind of playing the J.J. Dillard role.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Dang, bro. I can't see it the same again.
Hey, it's like looking at Star Wars and Harry Potter.
Dang, fam. I can't look at the bloodline the same ever again now, dude. You got me. Whoa. You think they're going to set up Jay for a single push?
So, it's funny. We were talking about this before we came on. Dude, I love KO. I love KO because, one, my man just wants to fight, and two, my man likes to talk junk. And he came out and said, we're dedicating our win to the Usos. I thought that was the funniest junk ever. I was like, my man is literally just poking the bear. Come on, let's fight.
Okay. So Jay, well, I will say this. I think that the main event Jey Uso thing was cool, and it helped the Bloodline storyline. Mm-hmm. I really don't care to see a Jey Uso singles push, and the reason why I say that is this: Usos are one of the greatest tag teams in history, hands down. Mm-hmm. They have never been diverse in their moveset.
It's almost like when they split up Bubba and Devon.
Bro, come on.
It seems dumb, and I'm with you. I like them as a team. I don't see them being very. Unless they get a Roman Reigns push, where they just doesn't matter what the people think. They're just going to shove them down your throat, ESPN style. This is the guy we're going to make, and you just got to deal with it. No matter what you say, we're going to talk about him. We're going to put him on every show. He's going to be on every headline.
Facts. What I don't like is when in doubt, super kick. Their whole thing is when in doubt, super kick. And they super kick more than the Young Bucks.
I know. It's
ridiculous.
That's what we're talking about. It loses the value if you do it 100 times in a match.
Well, dude, if you kick a guy's head off 20 times, now you take yourself out of contention to be the greatest tag team because you can't get it done with 20 super kicks.
Yeah, I'm with you. Again, it goes down to ring psychology and building a storyline in a match. If you do 15 high spots, they cease to become high spots.
Facts.
It just becomes standard moveset. And it goes from, look at how things have progressed over the years. Yeah. Let's take the DDT. When Jake the Snake Roberts did the DDT, you weren't getting up.
Jake the Snake literally said that. Hey, I've patented, and back in the day they used to say, we patented the move. It was that guy's move that he finessed so perfectly that it was nearly impossible to beat it.
Correct. And now you get a DDT at least once a match.
Yeah, and I'm like, and not just a DDT. We're talking about a DDT off the top rope, a doggone what do you call it? A tornado DDT that spikes a guy's head. Yeah. He's sticking straight up like a number 2 pencil. Yep. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm concerned he's dead.
Right.
And then he miraculously kicks out. Come on. Yeah. Right. I'm like, I'm concerned that we need to shut it down.
I
got to pull this match card up.
The 5 moves of doom, brother.
Oh, my gosh.
Again, don't get it started. My man does a super punch, a spear, and that's about it. And, he does a super punch, the spear, and interference from the outside. That's his moveset.
Facts. I just want to pull up this match card, make sure I don't forget anybody on the card, because I definitely want to highlight.
So let's talk. We mentioned a little bit. What about Sami Zayn and KO versus Roman and Solo Sikoa? Do you put the tag belts on Roman?
I will say this: if
Randy's done, bro, Randy's done.
Yeah, that's sad, man. That's some sad. Speaking of injuries, yeah, bro, that's some of the sad thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, and I've never been a huge Randy Orton fan at all. Great wrestler. No, they said he can't come back. His dad.
His back. Yeah, his back. He's talking about. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought you said. I thought it said he's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his back. It's kind of like the old Stone Cold, Edge, Page kind of thing. They're gonna have to do some kind of miraculous surgery, or he ain't coming back.
Gosh.
But you got Roman and Solo versus KO and Sami Zayn.
Whoo. Okay, I'm gonna give it. So my prediction is this. My prediction is that Sami Zayn and KO go over. My prediction. Now, I will say, if they want to advance the Bloodline storyline and keep this hot, keep this fresh, put the straps on Roman and Solo.
What if? How would the Usos play into that?
Oh man, I think there's only one. I think it's only one way to properly book it.
Because if they come in to interfere, you could book it as they caused interference, and it cost Roman and Solo the match.
That's exactly it. I think that they kind of foreshadowed that, because on SmackDown the Usos go and jump Kevin Owens and Sammy, and Roman's like, I didn't ask you to come out here. Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah. You know, so I could see them coming out, trying, hey, we gonna help you, Us. You know, getting back in his good graces, messing it up, and then Solo gets pinned. Roman's not getting pinned.
Yeah.
But Solo gets pinned.
But how do you Solo's not been pinned yet?
Only once.
Yeah.
By Cody Rhodes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Cody Rhodes did beat him because he was, at that point he was not pinned, never submitted, but Cody got him.
So
which kept him strong, of course, because Cody. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're seeing the final days of the Bloodline.
I think there's a lot of life in the Bloodline, but here's the thing. You got to
play it right.
You got to put, to me, if you're not going to do the whole Bloodline, don't do it.
So, I'm going to bunny trail this for a little bit. What about the other brother that's in the Independents right now? Or the other family member?
I don't know about that guy.
Oh, man, I watched him. My man looks like a little version of Umaga.
Wow. So I don't know about him. I know that...
long hair, Samoan look, big, thick body, agile, does flips off the top rope.
Huh. I know that there's... Sean Maluta didn't make it. If you remember, Sean Maluta was in NXT.
No, it's not
for a while.
him.
He was with the Samoan Dynasty.
This guy is in... he's in one of the independent scenes. Scott, you know who I'm talking about? Man, I'd have to look it up, and my phone's not in the dungeon. But my phone's right there. Duh.
Yeah.
But anyways, this guy he's pretty over and a pretty big talent. It could be a way to.
Hey, I can see that. Also, I don't understand why Nia Jax or Tamina hasn't played any role in the Bloodline.
Hey, because remember when they first came out, Tamina was with the Usos.
That's what I'm saying. So I feel like Nia Jax and Tamina should be a part of it in some form or fashion. And even if you get... And it's built in. If you gave them a quick run with the tag titles...
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I can't remember his name. I want to say it's like... gosh, I want to say it's like Randy or something like that, or Jason. But he's an independent guy. But I feel like, and the only reason I know about him is because I watched a TikTok on Jim Cornette talking about how he would tell the story of bringing this guy in. He was the brother that was, shunned, but dude is pretty big.
Jeremiah Fatu?
That could be it. Yeah, it kind of looks like that guy. You'd have to look at his
Jeremiah Fatu.
What is
or Joseph Fatu? There's a Joseph Fatu out there.
That might be who it is. Yeah.
This kid looks just like Solo. No, that's Solo. That's Solo. Solo is Joseph. So maybe Jeremiah.
Yeah.
I can't call.
Anyways, there's a member of the family that is in independent scene wrestling that has the ability to move up if they wanted to bring him up.
Facts.
And fill that role.
Okay. All right, here we go. I want to save that one.
I caught a glimpse of that one.
I want to save that one. I'm going to save that one. Let's move on. You know what, man? And this hurts. Well, we got to talk about it. Gunther versus Mustafa Ali. What? Who is that? Kevin, what's his name? Who just butchers it so bad? The Irish announcer. I believe he's Irish. Or Welsh or something. He's like, Mustafa Ali! You're like, no, bro, no.
Yeah, but they're doing it because Byron Sachs called him Mustafa in the back on an interview.
Mustafa.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to be insensitive.
We're going down that now.
I want to be anyway.
He prefers to be identified as Mustafa.
Mustafa.
His pronoun is Mustafa.
Oh, okay, all right. Who am I to judge? All right, okay. Mustafa Ali versus good. Is Mustafa Ali gonna upset for the title?
If they do, that's the stupidest thing they ever did in their lives. Oh my gosh. Really? You're gonna have Gunther karate chop him in the chest one time and he's gonna fold in half like a lawn chair. Oh, that would be good.
I tell you what.
Mr. Kennedy! Kennedy!
I forgot about the second one. That's right. That's another guy to me, and it's sad. His career took Hey, man, that's a great rumor.
Dude, I love Scott, dude. He's awesome.
Scott, you the man. Yeah. You the man. That's another guy who, to me, could do no wrong. And he actually has gone on record to say he was going to have a legit push and get in line for a title, but he got caught up on the rock candy and, junk that they were pushing for painkillers and just got to munching on pills.
And hurt people.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, I think he hurt Randy Orton.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, you
heard the golden boy.
He was on that Jeff Hardy time, and it was sad. And I love that he's a man who openly admits that that's what it was. He's not bitter with the WWE. Like a lot of guys who we know their history, but they're still bitter.
Yeah.
He admitted that it was.
I liked him.
Yo, I love
him. I love him too.
Yo, and he doesn't get credit for his work in TNA. Mr. Anderson.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's Mr. Anderson. He's got to come back as Mr. Kennedy.
He has to be Mr. Kennedy.
Yeah.
But as Mr. Anderson, he doesn't get enough credit. He feuded with Sting.
Yeah. I think it would be a good challenge for Edge. That's a good... So then you don't tie up a younger talent to fight these older guys. Let the old dudes fight it out. Like I saw this the other day. It made me crack up. This dude was talking about, I went to the basketball court and there was nobody there but old white dudes, and they showed me how to play the game. Let the old dudes fight off in the corner and have their time, and let the young bucks, not the young bucks, but let the younger guys develop and fight amongst themselves, and you don't waste a young talent with an older guy.
Facts. And I feel like Ken Kennedy's story, again, is not finished.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think what it boils down to is this. Guys have to come back to WWE if for no other reason than to finish their story. Did I say he?
He was great as heel in.
Oh yeah, brother. You know.
Yeah.
Aces and Eights. Man, that is probably legit the most underrated faction ever.
Aces and Eights?
I think Aces and Eights. I would do it like this.
With Bully Ray?
Yes. NWO, Bullet Club, Aces and Eights. I would argue that they are up there in as far as factions.
Oh, okay. That's not a power order you're giving out. You're just, those three are on the same level.
No, I'm saying in order. I would say NWO's top, then Bullet Club, then Aces and Eights. I would say legit.
I don't even know you anymore.
I would say legit.
You're putting NWO over the Bullet Club.
I have to put NWO over Bullet Club, bro.
With the longevity that Bullet Club's had, you're going to put NWO
But I will say this about Bullet Club. Does Bullet Club have longevity? They got a bunch of guys wearing T-shirts around the world. You feel me?
Yeah, I got you.
I love Bullet, but it's like, what is Bullet Club now? Now, I'm hardcore Bullet Club. I love Bullet Club. But it's kind of like, bro, everybody's like kind of randomly, it used to be that you had a full faction, but now what is it?
NWO changed the game. For sure.
But
for sure.
I think Bullet Club is basically the next. It's such a close second, but yeah. Bro. Aces and Eights. It was so original. Mm-hmm. And of all people to start it, a guy that you didn't think was a singles guy who could really draw money. Yes.
Bubba Ray.
Yes. And the best thing is them guys like they legitimately could whoop you in a bar fight.
Yeah. Well, most of them guys could legitimately
whoop you in a bar fight. But. Legit. Pretty legit.
I agree.
Okay, so Mustafa Ali.
Yeah,
Gunther's gonna kill him.
Yeah,
we gonna pray for that, brother.
Yeah,
I know that.
They should just have a stretcher at ringside with EMTs there ready to cart that boy off.
But you know what it is? I think it's two things. Number one, we're in Saudi all day. They gotta have somebody who is essentially
Mansoor's gonna come out and do a run in.
You know he is.
Or the Great Khali.
Cause now they kind of did a little something with Maximum Male Models. They're doing a little something to kind of prep you.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Now they call him Mansoir.
Oh, sorry.
Mansoir.
My bad. It's French now.
Yes. But I wouldn't doubt it. They're gonna get him on the card.
Yeah. I just think there's no reason they should have put that boy in there.
You know what it is? It's Saudi, and they want to bounce him around and give Gunther somebody who's going to make a great show.
Yeah.
Because he's going to sell. Woo, that boy. But he going to get hurt.
Yeah. Oh, he getting chopped in the chest. He going to get a rib broken at least.
By the ring.
Man, that dude chops on another level. I thought Ric Flair threw them hands to you. But my man swings sledgehammers.
For him to go toe-to-toe with Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, some of the hardest hitting guys in the business.
Who did he fight? Who was he chopping? Oh, Matt Riddle.
Oh, the ring.
He said, "Wapow!" I was like, "Ooh."
Yeah.
I was like, "Let me get one of them."
Yeah, facts.
I just want to feel that. It's one of those things. Like, I know it's gonna hurt, but I just want to feel it once. Just see what it's like. What's that feel like? Pow! Ooh! Yeah, I probably don't want to do that again, but I did it once.
He's definitely a throwback.
Yeah. And you know what, dude? I really enjoy the way that girl Sam announces them.
Yes.
And your Intercontinental Champion, Gunther.
Yes. Yes.
She does a great job on the mic.
Yeah, I love Imperium. Okay, Rhea Ripley versus Natalya. Mommy versus everybody's mommy.
For real. This is what we're going with. Can we just move on?
Dude,
we know what's going to happen.
Natalya's a gatekeeper, and of course, every girl who has to be tested basically goes through the time. She's like the John Cena of female wrestling.
I got you. I feel you. But we know what's going to happen.
Riptide.
Mommy's going to kill you. Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
Okay, oh gosh. Okay, we can move on. You're right. Bianca Belair versus Asuka, Part 2.
Dude, so the whatever they came up with when Asuka spit that stuff in Bianca's face and she was screaming and Corey Graves was like, she's experimenting with this pepper in the mist, this experimental pepper. That's why she was screaming like that when the mist hit her in the eyes. I was like, one, you're drastically overselling this crap, and then two, like, she's experimenting with this pepper that's burning her eyes, but yet she's running around with it in her mouth the whole time. Come on, man. Like,
okay, what if it's like a Japanese secret formula that she alone can handle? But there it goes.
What is she, the Dread Pirate Roberts?
Yeah.
She been eating iocane powder her whole life.
The Dread. Oh my gosh, the Dread Pirate Robert. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Bro, just the fact that you pulled that reference.
When you said she's been, my mind went there immediately. I was
Whoa.
like,
That's the best. That's, oh my gosh.
It's over.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, let's see. Okay, you need to bring back Joe.
Samoa Joe, baby.
That would be a nasty feud.
That would be a great feud. I'm all about that.
It would just be like watching a train wreck.
Yeah, you would just want to watch it just to see the carnage.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, you just like it's like sitting a Fiat on a train track and just seeing what happens.
Yeah, like standing beside when they run them cars and hit the concrete wall at the end.
Yes.
Just to see what happens when they hit it
Facts.
at 185 miles an hour.
Facts. It's like those YouTube videos that you watch where they're like, you know, disturbing footage, and you're like, you know what? I think I want to check it out.
Yeah.
Whew. Whew. Them two boys.
That would be banging. I'm down.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm still down. I'm definitely down.
I think Bianca holds it. I don't think she loses to Asuka.
No. We know that.
As much as they built Asuka up in the beginning, she's terrible because she can't speak English.
It hurts, man. It hurts. Need to bring back. Okay, okay, cool. That's what's up. Okay, we talked about that. You see, he's in a new TV show, Twisted Metal. No, I didn't know that.
No, I don't know nothing.
I didn't know he was on Twisted Metal. Hey, yo, that Scott, you gotta let me know. Did you ever play the original PS1 classic?
I did.
Because to me, anything after that, Twisted Metal was never the same.
No.
Because the dude's studio picked the game up, whatever.
Yeah.
The original PS1 classic, and not just because of the gameplay was crazy, but it had one of the best storylines of any fighting game I had ever seen. Yeah. Yes. So I never forget when I beat it with Mr. Grimm.
Yeah.
Motorcycle.
Mr. Grimm.
And you get to the end and you get his ending and you're like, oh, snap. Mm-hmm. Twisted Metal was like a pretty crazy storyline.
What was the dude with the wheels for hands and feet? He had the two big wheels.
Gosh, I want to forget.
Yeah,
because I remember Mr. Grimm and Sweet Tooth. Other than that, I'm not.
There was the dude that was like this in the Bigfoot rims, and he had just two wheels.
Wow.
I don't remember, but I do remember playing that game. It was
dude, that was revolutionary, bro. You the man, bro. You the man.
Oh, okay.
That's very interesting. Sweet Tooth, he was nasty, bro. He was nasty.
I think they should bring Samoa Joe back. I thought they did my man dirty.
Yes.
And my boy has one of the best entrance themes.
Dude.
When that beat starts hitting, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, ooh, this is about to get live up here. Seen him in person too, by the way.
Bro, but NXT, do you remember when they first brought him to NXT?
Yes, I saw him in
jacked
Oklahoma
his
City.
theme up, though.
I saw him in Oklahoma City.
Did you hear that original theme in NXT?
Yeah, it was terrible.
They jacked that thing up. I think he told him, like, hey, yo, I want, like, this ominous and then hip-hop. They messed it up. Yeah. It was like, dum, dum, dum. And I was like, no. Yeah. No. But then they finally got it right.
Delete.
Exactly. Okay, yo, that's what's up. Okay, Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus.
Why are we even having this?
I'm just gonna smile through this one. Be careful.
So here's what this match is.
Be careful.
This match is when you go to the bathroom and you get something to eat.
Oh man, come on, man.
And you come back and you go, oh, Trish Stratus lost to Becky? Cool.
You know what, man?
Nobody wants to see this.
Be careful, man. You can't be insensitive, man. Trish Stratus is a woman in her
60s.
I'm not gonna say. I don't know. I'm not gonna say. I'm just not gonna say it. But yeah, they did do my man Ron Killings, aka R-Truth, dirty, man. I love that dude because he's a class act. If you ever watch interviews with him or you hear anything that he does, he is so grateful to God for what he has been able to do in this business that he's not even tripping on all the foolishness they put him through. He is just extremely, eternally grateful because dude, like Booker T, a very similar kind of story, he was going the wrong way.
Yeah.
And he got basically adopted into the wrestling game to get him off the streets.
Oh yeah, for sure. He was a beast in TNA.
Oh yo, he was.
Hey, but my man used to come out and be like, this Sunday at Battleground, I'm gonna dominate. And they're like, what are you talking about? You ain't even in the match.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, y'all.
Yes.
Hey, you know, it's kind of like Santino Marella.
Yes.
Them two dudes, they were good.
Yes.
At that role. Santino Marella, I was watching live when they drug him out of the stands.
Yes.
And I was like, what the? They just drug this random fan, and then I'm like, no, this is obviously a plant. But still. And then he developed in such a great...
Facts.
John Cena.
That's my favorite, John Cena. Yo, you know he's an Impact wrestler right now.
Little Jimmy,
Little Jimmy, yes. So you know Santino Marella is now the authority in Impact Wrestling. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'm feeling that, but we'll okay. So Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus.
Becky Lynch it's that little push to get her back. She should have never got away from the man character. She went off on this weird whatever.
I like Big Time Bex.
I like Big Time Bex, but the man character was so over. She was hotter than any dude at the time.
The man.
I mean, she was legit like surface of the sun hot.
Yo, for real.
And they just totally booked all of that wrong.
The man. My favorite was when the man was collecting debts. That was the best. She said the man's coming to collect the debt. She even wore the black and yellow, like did the Kill Bill thing. Like, hey, I'm coming back, and if you're in my sights, just know it's on.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, well, I know that too. I noticed she got pregnant and they had to pull her up, but they should have never took her off of the man character.
Yeah. When she came back, I know that she probably felt like she had to do something fresh, but like you said, the man was so over that I don't think anybody lost sight of who she was and what she was all about.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, okay. Here we go.
By the way, quick question. Scott, how's the audio? Is it good?
Yeah, that's important.
We tried something different this time, so I just want to see how it sounds.
Here we go. Final prediction of the night. Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes. My man says perfect.
Awesome.
Come on, bro.
So I know where my heart wants to go with this. And again, we talked about this earlier.
He says boring.
I in all honesty, if Brock Lesnar loses, it's stupid.
They booked themselves into a corner.
If Brock Lesnar loses to a one-armed man, it's stupid.
They booked themselves
unless they pull a Cowboy Bob Orton cast, knocks him out smooth by hitting him in the head with a cast. That's the only way they can save this.
You know, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
That's the only way they can save this. Anything else they do, if Cody wins by any other means, this is stupid.
I would like to take a little deep dive.
No, it's not. That's the whole point. That's what we're trying to say. Like it's dumb.
100%, Scott.
It's dumb.
100,000%. Yeah, it's Brock doesn't need to be in a program with Cody. Cody being in a program with Brock either means that he has to be David versus Goliath and win, or he's gonna have to get smashed because it's Brock.
Yeah.
And then if you do something else, you insult the fans, and you really hurt Brock. I'll be curious to see Brock's win-loss record at this point because everybody, almost everybody, but a lot of people have been using Brock as their stepping stone. I mean, you got Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre. I know that there's others out there who've done it. Yeah, Goldberg.
That was dumb.
Hey, just some of the matches that he's been in, and then recently Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
The matches that he's been in and lost, it's like you can't keep calling him the Beast, and he's not really destructive.
The most decorated man in combat sports history.
Yeah, and that's the whole point. It's like, if you're gonna book him in these angles, have Brock just be a monster, and if anything, set a title aside that only Brock can dominate, a division he can only dominate in. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you develop, but make it so Brock can dominate a division.
Put the U.S. Heavyweight Championship on him.
Hey, now that's not a bad idea.
It gives you a way to keep him strong and to give him a program, and it gives him the ability to be the Beast.
If Brock, what do you say if Brock would have squashed Gunther?
Ooh, that'd be a good one. I think the play is Seth wins. Seth versus Brock, part 2.
I like that.
And it gives Cody now the chance to get away from Brock. Because they should have never put him in there. You could even have Cody feud with Gunther, and that would be a better feud.
Yeah,
I think than Cody versus Brock. Oh yeah, for sure. I think that's what he's doing now. Is he said Brock's time's over, get out of the way. I feel you. I think he's just trying to put as many people over in the end that he can.
And I heard that. I forget who was interviewing and who said that.
John Cena.
That's what it was. Yeah, he said Brock was so giving and so accommodating.
But you have to make it look right.
Exactly. And I heard Brock himself interview and say that. He said, if I think it's stupid, if I think it doesn't make any sense and it doesn't book me right, I'm not going to do it, period. Yeah. And you get the right guy, the right opportunity, it makes sense booking-wise. Yeah, Brock's been known to do the favors. He will do the favors.
Yeah. So I like him getting away from. They got to get them two apart. This is going on too long with no real payoff for either one, and it doesn't do anything but hurt Cody to continue in this feud. And why did they have Cody lose to Roman? Is to Scott asked that. Why did they take Cody away from Roman? To make you tune in more to see if Cody can win to get back, and to hopefully watch to see Roman lose. According to Paul Heyman, and it tracks with what they're doing.
I genuinely believed in my heart, and I wanted to see Cody go over. It would have been a perfect moment.
Mm-hmm.
I believed in my heart, and I couldn't shake it, that they were going to swerve us and make Roman retain.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw it happen, I was upset, but I really expected it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, Roman's going to retain his titles in this match because they want to build us up and make such a controversial finish that the fans turn around and say, I'm never watching WWE. And then next thing you know, they end up watching it. And
they're buying merchandise and
exactly.
No, it's a turned out more because Roman, he does acknowledge me. Yeah.
I like the head of the table character. I think that Roman needs titles to be relevant as the character is the problem.
Yeah. Well, here's again, and I've said this from day one. If they didn't shove him down our throats,
yes,
I would probably be all behind the Bloodline and Roman. But they pushed Roman so hard for so long when he was terrible. He didn't talk. And this is my yard now.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude. Like, you were trash. You're still trash. You just have better backup now.
Yes.
I think it was brilliant to put Paul Heyman with him.
100%.
Because it gives him a mouthpiece. Because we saw with John Cena, he can't carry a promo by himself.
Now, I would say, now that he's got this persona, it's a lot easier for him to carry a promo.
Yeah, because you don't have to say much.
I don't know, though. I think Roman's good on the mic, not in a traditional way. So the traditional, I'm just going to talk and just be eloquent and really good on the mic, that's not Roman. But I think his character work, and as smug as he is, that is everything.
Yeah, I agree. It was good for a while, but it's booty cheeks now.
You know, man, I think we still have something out of Bloodline, but we have to see the right stories booked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, go back and just go watch old NWA tapes of the Four Horsemen, and we'll figure out what's going to happen next.
Well, yeah, facts. But I will say this. If AJ takes the belt, okay, or let's say AJ doesn't win against Seth, but they move AJ onto a program with Roman, and you have Bloodline versus the OC.
Well, that's the other thing that is the reason why I think Seth's going to win. What did Triple H say from the start about the U.S.?
It would have to be defended.
It would have to be
all the time
on Raw.
On Raw and defended.
Where's AJ Styles?
But now, I think Triple H was trying to make us read between the lines and say, well, the guy who wins it has to come to Raw, but we know they're not going to do that.
That's the only reason why I say Seth's going to win.
So who do we think dethrones Roman?
Cody.
I think Cody is still the pick. I think at one point in time it was Seth. But I think Cody is still the guy. They just are making it the scenic route and making it pay off at another time.
It's going to have to be at a bigger pay-per-view.
Why? I don't know.
They're not going to dethrone him at Fastlane or this one that they're doing Saturday. I don't even know what the name of it is.
Night Champions. It could be SummerSlam. We could see it at SummerSlam.
It's going to be either SummerSlam or I think it's WrestleMania, to be honest with you. It doesn't make any sense of why they wouldn't carry it to then.
Well, you know what, though? They have been known to do that. So it could be WrestleMania 40 or...
Why would you not? WrestleMania 40.
Now, rumor has it, WrestleMania 40 is locked in. That the main event, WrestleMania 40, is already locked in. I don't know. I've not heard speculation. But there's rumblings in the wrestling community that WrestleMania 40 is locked in. The main event's already done.
And we were off camera talking about this. Dean Ambrose or Moxley.
Yeah.
You have Moxley as the head at AEW of the Blackpool Fight Club. He's a top guy there. You have Seth, the top guy on Raw, and Roman, the top guy on SmackDown.
Pretty crazy how that turned out.
Yeah. I think they did Moxley wrong in WWE.
Oh, 100%.
My man was, before he came, was a legit talent. He just wasn't what they normally, and they really just didn't know how to book him.
But you got to consider this. And in all fairness, Jon Moxley at that time, too, he took it upon himself, and big shout out to Jon Moxley, much respect. He took it upon himself to check himself into rehab and get past, his issues with alcohol. Mm-hmm. Granted, his work shows that he probably wasn't a raging alcoholic, but it was enough for him to be concerned and get help. Mm-hmm. And that's respect.
Yeah.
Now, having said that, I think we're not in a time where you could have a new Stone Cold kind of guy, beer swilling, middle fingers up, and that's Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
He's unapologetic. Back then, he would turn up a bottle of Jack and throw some thumbtacks and say, let's have a go. That was him. And I think WWE was concerned that they couldn't book a violent top guy and sell merch to kids. Yeah. What are you going to do? Get the Jon Moxley Switchblade kit? You know what I'm saying?
Invite Georgia Lynch 72 to go live.
Oh, that's my man.
Oh, George Lynch.
Hey, what up, George? Hey.
You want to invite him in?
Invite George to go live? Let's see.
Let's see what George got to say.
Yo, what up, George? Hey, we invited you, brother. We're going to wrap it up, but we wanted to invite you to join us and give some wrestling opinions, knowing you were a wrestling fan like the boys here, the heavyweight commentary crew.
Yeah.
So if you accept the invitation, we'll bring you on, brother. But yeah, man, Dean Ambrose, a.k.a. Jon Moxley.
Oh, well, then why'd you invite
me? Are you in bed? Man, this man up in here like...
Invite me to the live when we invite you, and then you talking about I'm in bed.
Yeah, in bed, dog. What you doing, man?
I'm in bed. It's 10:35. I gotta go to bed.
Hey, no, real talk, bro. Yeah, it's past my bedtime. But yeah, man. We got some great wrestling coming up.
We didn't touch on Sunday night.
Sunday night, NXT. Oh man, dude.
There's only really one.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Braun Breaker.
He says only 7:35. Probably where he is.
San Diego.
Oh, San Diego. Yeah, West Coast. That's dope.
He's on that West Coast.
All right, so NXT Braun Breaker versus
Melo Don't Miss.
Don't Miss.
Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes. You're the NXT correspondent, so you gotta fill me in.
I'm not really sure. I thought they were taking the strap off of Braun to send Braun to the main show.
Yeah.
But apparently now with the...
Oh, I'm trying to get you. Oh, never mind. Okay. You go. Okay.
Apparently now with the development of his heel work, they're wanting to keep him as an antagonist in NXT for a while. My man is a generational talent. If you've ever seen him live, the dude runs about 45 miles an hour. If you watch his matches, you can see him slow down so that the other people can hit the moves that they're supposed to hit at times because he's so far ahead of them.
Facts.
I liked him as a face, but I love him as a heel because he's got the attitude and ability of Rick, but he's got the swagger of Scott.
Yes.
And if you're confused about what I'm talking about, my man is a Steiner.
What's crazy, though, like we were talking about earlier, it's like you literally could genetically modify the perfect Steiner and you come out with Braun Breaker.
Yeah, for real. It's amazing to watch. I've seen him quite a few times live. We live in a town that actually once a month or once every other month has NXT live shows, house shows, and he's been here the last 3 times.
Wow.
And it's just amazing to watch how fast he's. Like, when he starts hitting running ropes, it's like, dude, he's in another gear.
Yeah, man.
Besides everyone else, and he has to, like, downshift so that they can catch up.
For real.
And I know, I hate saying this. I know they're going to make Carmelo Hayes win, and I know it's going to be Trick Williams involved again, which is why he's going to win. But it's stupid. Oh, yeah, for sure. He does have the blood of the greatest tag team. I think if you give him the strap as a heel, he becomes the Roman of NXT. He becomes untouchable.
Yeah, facts. He has to be.
As a heel. He was almost untouchable as a face.
Facts.
But as a heel, now you give him the ability, and he's a strong heel, which is better than a weak heel.
Yeah, facts.
Roman's a weak heel.
Oh, legit.
He would be a strong heel.
He'd be a problem. Well, I remember back in the day when Seth Rollins was at the height of his heel game. I was saying, way before he became, what he is now, I was like, Seth Rollins is too good to be a heel. Mm-hmm. He was so good that he won clean as a heel. Mm-hmm. And you were like, Seth, you got to cheat more, bro. Because he kept winning clean.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He's faster, stronger, bigger. He's just better than everyone.
That's what I'm saying. So it's kind of like Gunther. It's like he's just going to beat you and just demolish you.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do? Because he's just that good, and Imperium doesn't have to cheat for him. He's just a nasty heel.
Yeah. And that's what I say. That's the one match that I'm looking for.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Oh, hey, we were on live for 90 minutes.
Woo! My man says WWE should bring over Brian Cage. I love Brian Cage, bro. I love Brian Cage. I don't know for the life of me. Maybe it's something in the back. I've heard different rumblings about how maybe Brian Cage. I don't know. I don't have anything to go on, but that for some reason there's other personal issues behind why they don't book Brian Cage, why he may not be easy to work with. I don't know, but to me it doesn't matter.
He's a monster.
Like you got to find a spot for a guy like that on your card, because here's the thing about AEW. You got Sammy Guevara, MJF, Jungle Boy, and Darby Allin all competing at the top, when Brian Cage could come through and stack all them up and pin them.
Fold them in half.
So it doesn't make it believable that you got a guy like that on your roster who doesn't just come in and snatch the belt.
Right.
So I agree. I think that Brian Cage needs to be at least at TNT Championship level. They let Wardlow essentially squash him. And I don't know why. There's something behind there. There's more to the story. There's got to be.
Yeah.
Because when you do a guy like that.
He pissed somebody off.
Exactly. You're sending a message and you're saying, you know what? We're going to put you on TV and we're going to punk you out.
Yeah, he pissed somebody off.
He had to. Because there's no reason not to book him as the talent that he is. Doesn't make sense. So, and you know what? I don't know if it's come back to haunt him, but Brian Cage has been well documented, good friends with Tessa Blanchard, and he even wrestled Tessa in Impact Wrestling.
I remember that.
Intergender. And I don't know, maybe that kind of stigma has followed him. Maybe people kind of had a bad taste in their mouth from him doing work like that and being like, well, you know what?
And he lost, didn't he?
I think, he put her over.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's followed him, where they're like, we don't really take you seriously when you put over Tessa Blanchard.
Correct.
I don't know, but I'm just speculating. But maybe that has something to do with them saying we can't really, book you.
How can we book you strong when you lost to a girl?
Exactly.
But never mind. I was going to say something I shouldn't say.
My
lips are sealed.
Yo, and that's a whole other story because
yeah,
that's a whole other story because I could talk. We could do a whole episode on Tessa Blanchard.
So here's what we got to do, and I want to talk about tag teams that were hot outside of WWE. Not now. We'll do this later.
Woo! I'm with you though.
Tag teams that were hot outside of WWE or the main roster, and then they bring them in and just. because I have a few on the top of my head. And they brung in a tag team to the main roster that I happen to like. I think they are great at selling.
Yes.
And they play the roles that they are phenomenally pretty deadly.
Now, I did miss that match. I saw they doing a debut match.
Yeah.
Was it against Imperium?
I don't remember.
I'm gonna forget their opponents, but they were bringing them for a debut match, and I was like, man, I want to catch this, and I had to turn it off. I had stuff I had to do, but I wanted to see that pretty deadly match because I wanted to see how they booked them on the main roster.
It was better than in past, but I mean, what about guys who were so over and just disappeared? Yeah, that's kind of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
That could be another topic for another time.
Yeah, too. Absolutely. I mean, there's so many stories of that, man, and it's funny because back in the day when there was no IWC, there was nobody following this stuff where you had to go find it, dig in the crates for a DVD interview. You didn't know, but now.
Yeah,
we know more because everybody's talking.
Yeah,
and you learn that sometimes it was sadly due to their own fault. So, the blueprint.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna wrap this up.
Ooh.
I'm tired,
bro. We've been going hard, man.
I know. It didn't even seem like it's been that long.
No, it really doesn't. We went super hard, bro. And okay, I don't know who that is, but yo, Scott, please, DM us those topics that we didn't get to because you're spot on, bro, and we want to cover those things. So DM us, whether it's a standalone video or we'll do another live in the future. Hit us up. Let us know about those things you want us to cover. And if you're watching this live, hit us up, man. Let us know about things that you would like to see. Nah, sorry, Zuri. We wrapping up.
Yep.
Sorry, Zuri. It's Zuri. What's up, guys? Can't wait want to know. Show some love. Hope you're good. Hey, Stream Plug. Much love, fam. Thank you for following, showing us love.
That's my man from Five Guys.
Oh, legit. Yeah.
That's my man from Five Guys.
Thanks for showing us love. Hey, yo, listen, man. Cheeseburger. I'll be forever in your dad.
Cheeseburger Eddie.
I'm with it. Yeah. But thanks for showing some love for real.
Hey,
though.
And look for us here every Wednesday night. This is going to be our time.
Yes.
What do we start, like 8-ish?
Yeah, 8-ish, give or take. Between 8 and 9. So log on. Just make sure you're on here. Probably no later than 9 for sure. I mean, we're going to be on probably at 8:30-ish. We're wrapping up. Of course. Hey, man, listen. We put first things first. Bible study.
Absolutely.
First things first. You know what it is. And so, hey, he's the one. Yes. We got the ones. He's the one. Exactly. So we representing on that. So yeah, we'll wrap up and then we'll get in, man. So Wednesday nights. Whoo! It's your boy
K-Dog
and Breezy, the heavyweight commentary.
Holla at your boys. Now who's gonna reach up and turn that thing off?
You got it. It's your fault.